My pussy hurt.
Ah, yes. Iceman, let's talk about it. You know, Drake, you've come a very long way. Had a lot of hits.
Feeling and I'm feeling myself.
Wrote a lot of great songs. Wait, what is
Women,
that?
they come, they go. Chickens, they come, they
Oh.
I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long.
I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long.
Fuck.
Old ways, new women, gotta keep a balance.
Old money, new women, gotta keep it balance.
Ah, shit, well, fuck it. Throw this script the fuck out.
Okay.
We'll still use some of it.
You aren't completely useless after all.
Just know that most of it is now null and void. Because really, this isn't that much of like a review of Iceman. This is really just a review of you as a person or an entertainer or really anything considering your level of fame, because I don't think even you knew what you were doing here. Over the last 2 years you recorded a lot of stuff and somehow all of that made it into the drop on May 15th. What possessed you to drop 3 albums in one night? I have no clue. Maybe somebody over there in your team made you think that this was a great idea.
Corporate calls, you're fired.
Maybe you just chose to do this as a way to get out of your deal.
Why are you running?
If that even was a fucking thing. Because it's needless to say that when Drake dropped music, we all knew what he was going to say on the records. We just didn't know it was gonna be this much. We knew he'd be dropping victim raps.
I'm an only child, no one could have made another.
For his at least core fan base, it stuck. I mean, there wasn't really a doubt that he was not going to get the sympathy from his core fan base. And speaking of his ridiculous fan base,
Twisting it up, I don't know what that means. I'm twisting it.
I'm pretty sure they have asked the question many a times before and after Iceman dropped, what did we expect from Drake in terms of growth? And me personally, how about his life as a single father as one? How about we start at that? Like he could have did that, basically being the caretaker of both your mother and your father. And no, that shit,
I have to father my mother and treat my son's grandfather like my older brother.
I don't even really know what the fuck this is supposed to mean. And like reading over my notes, I now realize that essentially what I expected from him was to take the Mr. Morale route, because I realistically thought we would at least get 3 to 4 slow introspective tracks about him talking about, oh, this is what I've been feeling since the beef, and this is who I don't like, and this is who I like, and then the rest be just his, like, it's crazy. I almost know what to expect from Drake. That's how predictable he's become over the years. Like during the beef, I knew exactly what the fuck this motherfucker was gonna do. Like, hey Drake, how about you get out of the fucking club and talk about that for once? Trust me, it is not cool seeing a 40-year-old in the club. Granted, for you, yeah, it's cool because you're who you are, but regular 40-year-olds in the club, no, that's not cool. How about you take this time to publicly apologize to the women that you've publicly dissed in your music, and maybe, you know, maybe even their spouses that you've dissed for absolutely no fucking reason. But no.
Yo, baby mama ain't even post a single, damn. Where she at?
This is just the sausage party. What is even going on? This is worse than we thought it would be, if I'm being completely honest.
Damn.
Even the fans that were hating all along and knew it was gonna be bad were surprised at how bad it was, because it was worse than they thought it was gonna be.
Damn.
And seeing some of your fans defend this, gotta say, I'd love to have fans like that someday. Because the fact of the matter is, you could have gotten some real work done in the 2 years from the beef to now, because it's unironically a perfect 2 years to the date that you dropped this album. And you're a fucking idiot. 43 songs and 6 of them are the only ones that are being talked about, and those 6 are only from Iceman. We really got to stop with the any publicity is good publicity shit, because because I could go over all the many things that Kendrick actually is proven right on, because you are just that stupid to walk into so many things. It's astonishing, really. But I'm really just here to talk about you. Like, I already said that. I really need to emphasize, because you seem to have this glaring problem where you don't ever look at what you do in any situation that you're in. It's our fault because
Mr. Morale, bro.
if not for us, you wouldn't have such a big ego as you do already. To be completely honest, if this was you 10 years ago that got into that beef with Kendrick Lamar, you probably would. You wouldn't rap anymore. At least now you have something to stand on. But ultimately, you're fading, and I think you realize that, which is why you dropped 3 albums that may or may not have gotten you out of this deal, but ultimately, aren't as good as your fans say they are. You came back and absolutely just destroyed your whole image even further by doing the worst numbers you've ever done. Your fans, your friends, all of these people were literally hyping your shit the fuck up just to drop, and then they have to stand on that continuously because God forbid they walk back and say, yeah, you know what, it's not that great.
That's right. You're a big fat phony!
You pointing the finger at everybody imaginable because nobody stood by you in a rap beef that you also participated in because you participated in it. Can we get any confirmation that somebody told Drake to actually engage in this rap battle? This is where all this started. It wasn't even like that. This started when you responded to like that. You could have left the shit go, left it alone, kept saying that you were the best or whatever the fuck, but no, push-ups drop, and then you say he's short, and then you drop Tailor Made, which was also a huge mistake, and then Euphoria dropped, and then 616 in LA dropped. You still decided, I'm gonna go full fucking throttle with this shit, man. Just keep going. Hey man, that kid's not yours. You beat your wife. How about that, Kendrick? You're a predator. Your mother and your father should extort you for more money. Your son will grow up to be a degenerate if you don't change your ways. I'm only making this verse because there's a potential you have a daughter out there with the way you use your dick. Hey Aubrey, fuck you. Watch this. With Your Heart Part 6 is truly where the victim rap started. I will admit, you have some really good songs on here where you actually fucking try. But unfortunately, those are the 6 songs that everybody's talking about. You can't get any more self-ratioed than this.
Bada bop boom pow.